Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Julia Fuentes.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Julia. Appreciate it. Next, we have a moment of personal reflection, and we are going to have it in honor of someone that we lost from the Husky family this past week. It was Maria Vergara from Washington West, and Lauren actually wrote a wonderful tribute that was sent out to everyone. And I would like to read that aloud first, and then we'll have a moment of silence. So the memo says, "It is with profound sadness that I share with you all the unexpected loss of someone who meant so much to our school community. Maria Vergara was more than just a smile in the cafeteria line. She was a warm, familiar presence that always greeted students and staff each day with kindness, with patience, and with a truly genuine smile. Miss Maria passed away unexpectedly on Friday. I know that this news may come as a shock to many, bringing you to feeling deep and utter sadness. But I know that the W.W. Ohana, I think that's family, right, is here for you. Our conference room has been reserved for a safe space to talk, to cry, to share in special memory of our own Ms. Maria. Her care went far beyond that of serving an everyday meal. She truly helped nourish a sense of belonging and comfort for anyone who crossed her path. Ms. Maria's absence will be deeply felt, not only in our cafeteria, but throughout the whole of our WW community and beyond. We remember her for her generous spirit, her quiet dedication, and the small, meaningful ways she helped make a moment into a memory. Our thoughts and heartfelt condolences are with her family, her friends, and all that knew and loved her. She will be cherished as a part of our school family, and her memory will live on in the kindness that she shared with us each day. So I just want to say on behalf of the board and the entire district, we mourn the loss, and we send our sincerest condolences to Maria's family. Let's have a moment of silence. Okay, item D, approve the agenda. So we need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Aubrey makes a motion. Do we have a second? Renee seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The agenda is approved. So that brings us to item 3, communications, commendations, and welcome. And we do have a very special commendation tonight. And that is the New York State School Boards Association Lifetime Achievement Award presentation to Mary Hershina for her dedicated and unwavering service to the Olean City School District. She has devoted 10 years of hard work and giving up time with family and friends to be able to be here. And Mary, we just want to say to you, thank you so much. You've done a marvelous job. You've left a strong imprint on the district, and your legacy lives on, because how many policies do you think you were?
Oh, man.
So
Or we just accept iron, right? Yeah, me first.
So you
We're
worked
working
on,
on them all the time.
exactly. So you worked on so many policies, and I really appreciate the input that you give to the board.
Thank you.
And you did, I'm going to talk about this in a little while, but you did a fantastic job with buildings and grounds this year. It's a
Thank
very
you.
special outcome.
Yes.
I know
I'm
you
grateful
went
for that
above and
too.
beyond to do some research,
Yeah.
so I just want to say thank you to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh,
Julio,
gosh.
we'll
Thank you
get
so,
you.
so much. Good to you. Oh, that's excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, is there a presentation?
There is a plaque
Okay.
It's pretty big. Do you want it now? We're gonna take pictures.
Oh, we should. Hi, Mary.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's nice. Holy cow. All right, let's get a picture right now. Yeah,
Okay.
in the middle.
Let's do it.
Take the box away.
Yeah, Mary.
Oh, there we go.
Look at her.
All right.
Mary in the back. Wait, I was definitely, I'll.
Don't need a photo bomb.
All right, now look at you. Look at me. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Thank you so, so much.
I think you'll have a chance to say something. Do you want a chance to say?
No, I'll wait. I'm gonna, Julio, you're up first and then I'll go.
Okay.
How's that?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well deserved. Thank you so much.
Or put it here. Here right now.
Got a spot in your house for her, Mayor?
No, that's okay. It's good right there. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I
We're
think,
good.
I think that's for all for communications and communications. So,
Thank you.
yeah. How's it feel?
Nice.
Good.
That's great. That's awesome.
Item 4 is public comment. We don't have anyone who signed up for public comment. And I believe the OTA did not have comments. So that, but that brings us to item 5, student members report. And this is the last one for them too. And I just want to say that to both of you, how impressed I have been with all of the work that you've done. You've been very diligent and very dedicated to what you've been doing. And what I think struck me the most is your engagement with other students. And that's really what it's all about. And you're the voice for them to the board, but also you've provided a lot of ways where they could have maybe some of their needs met or some of their ideas considered. And so I just want to give you congratulations for being our student board members. And also, I just want to say, I know you're both go-getters and you're going to go far in life. So check in every once in a while, okay, and let us know how you're doing.
I'll come visit.
Okay, that'd be great. So, Olivia, you want to go first?
It's been an honor to serve with all of you. You are all very amazing people. I think you guys go beyond your classrooms and your homes to do stuff for a lot of other people. None of you are selfish, which I enjoy to see. It's been amazing to be here because like I was not very good with public speaking. They say on the board has helped me open up and be able to speak a lot more. Like I still get nervous sometimes, but you know, it's gonna be the usual. But yeah, it's just been an honor. Thank you.
It's great. And what was the biggest lesson you learned, or what was the thing that really
To
stands
be
out?
patient and to not take people's words to heart, because there's a lot of things that get said that may get taken out of context that are not the actual like issue to certain things. So I learned that, and watching like all of like the different committees work together, but like also separately, was really nice to watch. So like the participation was amazing.
Well, thank you so much, Olivia, for all of your contributions. And Ava?
I just want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to just have such an educational experience here and seeing how passionate you all are about making the students' lives better and just not go unnoticed. And it was also really cool to see like and advocate for how these decisions don't just happen like overnight. Like there's a process to these things, and it was an honor to advocate for that for my students. Like if someone complained about why isn't this getting fixed, there's a process. Nothing just happens in one board meeting. And it was so cool to just have this experience in such a professional environment and hear everyone like talk about the issues and I don't know, just be very respectful of one another. Yeah, it's an amazing experience.
What really stands out for you?
I learned, well, I think the biggest thing was how to summarize, talk about, and come up with words on the spot. Because we would go into the appointments with the superintendent, with Dr. Morris, and we would come up with what we were going to talk about. But I had no idea what I was going to say, so I just had to come up with something on the spot. Yeah, probably
It's
that.
called thinking on your feet.
Yeah, I got a lot better.
That's good. So graduation is on Saturday.
Yes.
And it's really great stuff. Congratulations to both of you. Okay, that brings us up to item 6, the super report.
Thank you. I'm just gonna echo what our amazing ex officio student board members said. And if you want to hear more detail about their experience, you can always go on the Husky Huddle. They did a podcast with me and they did an amazing job thinking on their feet and came up with some really insightful and perceptions about their time on the board. And I'm just so proud of both of them. They're gonna go and do some amazing things. So if you wanna know more, you can always listen to that. But I just wanna wish them both good luck. And I know that you guys are gonna go out there and knock the world's socks off and you're gonna do great. And I'm very proud of you both. Congratulations and thank you for your service on the board. So, thank you. So I just wanted to also mention that we are going to tonight also appoint your successors and we wish them luck. They have really big shoes to fill with the both of you and the leadership that you had this year, but we really appreciate the guidance that you've set for them and you've given them outgoing advice about how to be a good, successful board member. So thank you so much for all of that. Thank you. And the only other thing I was gonna do was say congratulations to both you and Julio. You were both on this board when I first got here, and I'm just going to miss you both terribly. But I got both of your numbers, so I will be calling. And I'm just very sad to see you go, but happy that you'll be able to spend some time with your family and spend time doing some things that you love. And we're always here in case you change your mind and just have buyer's remorse and want to come back. So thank you so much for everything. You guys have been invaluable to my leadership journey here, and I really appreciate you both.
Do you want to say something now?
Yes,
Why don't you lead it?
I wrote my last board speech, so I'll just present it to you guys. So, thank you to all the people that trusted me with the opportunity to serve the district. 5 years is a long time, and hopefully I served the district well. We've truly been through a lot. I'll exhale on that. From OTA contracts, passing budgets, creating accessibility in the district, new board members, a lot of board members, new administrators, a complete overhaul of the policy manual, and the changing of our district's curriculum. This list is by no means exhaustive, but just a sample of some of the things I've been a part of. I'm proud to have attended school here, to have graduated from here, and to have served the district. Needless to say, but I've seen the district from multiple perspectives. So in closing, I'll leave you with this. Leadership does start at the top of each classroom, at the top of each building, at the top of each department, and at the top of the top of the district. Like it or not, every adult in this district plays a part, and is responsible for Husky's culture. So whether it's good or bad, please remember one of my favorite quotes from Remember the Titans. Gotta bring back this one. Right. Attitude reflects leadership.
I've known you a long time. I know him when he was littler.
He was littler.
Right, yeah. What?
I was a little guy.
He was a little kid, yeah.
I'm still a little guy.
And, my children were friends with Julio in school and went to school together. But I just want to say thank you to you for your service. And I just think that it does show your commitment to the Husky culture and being Husky and providing leadership. And I think that one of the things that stands out about you is that you try to see things from different angles and you try to fully understand issues and maybe take different perspectives just to explore them. Maybe it's at the end of the day, it's not what everybody lands on or even what you land on, but I think you try to be fair and balanced and try to hear other people's and what they have to say. So I want to say thank you to you for all of your service. And now he's going to focus on his girls. And you know, time is fleeting, right? And so I think it's great. But on behalf of the board, I think everybody appreciates you who we know very much. So thank you.
Yes, I know that I certainly have. Definitely, most definitely. Your sincerity, your honesty, your integrity always remained intact. Didn't always have the easiest decisions to sometimes make, but you always, and I think I tried to as well, made the best decisions that we could make at the time. So I definitely appreciated it. I will note that he did receive more votes than I did when I ran again, so just so you know. So, but that just shows you how much the community appreciated you and your time. You know, they knew you'd be good, and you were. So that was great. So I wasn't going to write anything. I hemmed and hawed. You were so sweet to send me a message to tell me that, you know, make sure you got a little something, but I didn't really. But there's a quote that A.A. Milne says, and I know we link it to sometimes to loss and to grief, but I always take it to heart how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. I'm leaving this board. It's bittersweet for me. I've spent 10 years of my life on this board, and we've done a lot of things. But that's truly how I feel. You know, it's been an amazing experience. Grateful for the support, the friendships that I was fortunate enough to find along the way. Past board members who took me under their wings and helped me to become a better board member. I hope I was able to do that for some of our newer board members. I can't say, just like you can't say that every moment has been incredible. They've been hard. It's been some really hard 5-6 hour meetings, getting home at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. You know, and we had families too, as well, you know. But one special moment that I'm able to keep in my memory bank was being able to stand on stage at graduation with my daughter, who also gave a speech at graduation. I got to give a speech at graduation. I was able to give her her diploma, and I even signed that diploma as president. So, that's like the big memory, absolutely. But you know, something that I will truly never forget. But I'm not really sure people realize all that goes in to running a school district. It's a lot. I didn't have any idea when I joined the board. Not any idea of all that it entailed. My responsibilities would be as a board member. When was I allowed to talk? When was I not allowed to talk? When did I, when could I share this? When could I not share this? And I just think that we need to remember that we have some truly amazing people that work in this district. They work very hard to make sure that our children get the best opportunities. And I, as a parent, was incredibly grateful, and I still am incredibly grateful for all the hard work that everybody puts in. And I thank them for all their time and their dedication. Every single one of them that's here and that's out there, they've always done the very, very best, and I certainly appreciate it, and I was grateful that I could be a part of that. The 10 years I've been on the board, I joined the board because I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to have a voice, and I wanted a voice for everyone. I thought it was important that, everybody be included. And I've always kept the students and the staff and everyone here at the front of every decision that I've ever made. You know, I am proud of my attendance. I didn't miss very much. In fact, I probably only in the 10 years missed perhaps 1 or 2 meetings. And that was probably because something tragic happened in my life. And I could not be here because of that. I missed 1 graduation because of my father's passing that morning, actually. But I felt that the people that elected me would appreciate that I was here and I was doing the good work of a board member. And so that for that, I will always be proud, because it's easy to sometimes say, geez, I really could mow my lawn instead of having to get ready to go. It's a really nice day, and I could love to just sit with my book on my deck, but no, I got to go to a board meeting. And I think that level, I think we'd love to see that level of attendance in our schools. But I think it starts here at this level. And so, you know, right up to the very end, Julio and I, even knowing that we were not going to be coming back, made sure that we were here and still doing the work. And I think that's something that every one of us should always strive to do. Again, you know, I certainly wish you all of my fellow board members the very, very best. And you know that should you need anything, we are only just a phone call away. And we are certainly here for sounding boards and anything that you might need. I know, as you know, it's not easy being a board member, but we do it because we care and because we want the very best for our children. I've been very blessed. That's why it does make saying goodbye so hard for me. But I certainly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not enough, of course, to show exactly how much we are going to miss all 4 of you, but we do have a little token of appreciation for each one of you. So I wanted to present that, and then we'll take a picture. More pictures. So we've got, I'll give it to the ladies first. So Olivia.
Yeah, we'll look it up too. We'll let you guys go first.
Thank you so much. All right, Ava. All right, we're gonna take a picture. Thank you. All right, and then we also have one for Julio and Mary.
All right, after you, sir.
No.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're so wonderful. Aw, nice. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I know. Holy cow. Super nice. Thank you so much. Really? Thank you.
So, after all those those wise words. Thank you so much. That brings us to the board report. And what I wanted to do tonight was kind of do a recap of some of the progress, the accomplishments that happened over the year. And first of all, I just want to sincerely thank each and every one of the board members. I know that you've been to a lot of meetings this year, but I especially want to thank the chairs of the committees too, because a lot of the work happened whether you were chair or a member of the committee. Everyone worked very hard to get a lot of things done. And I know, for example, Kevin does audit and finance. It can get a little dry every once in a while. It can be very technical. Oh, Jenny, sorry.
Stab in the heart.
But it can get very complex and technical, and different state laws apply and different funding mechanisms, and you really have rolled up your sleeves and done an excellent job at audit and finance. And as a result of that, we were able, for example, to have a great presentation that I know that you were involved with. The cafeteria, I think, is a really bright spot, and reducing the costs and improving the quality of the food that we serve to our students. And I think the taxpayers who are listening especially would agree that a 0% increase on the tax levy was quite an accomplishment. And I want to thank everyone who worked on that, especially Jenny. I know Jenny burns midnight oil for the district and worked very hard on it. I know Dr. Morris did, but Kevin, you as a leader and having that committee worked hard on it too. So I just want to say thank you for that.
And really, in the beginning, and when I first got on the board, the cafeteria was one of the things that we worried about the most. Are we
That was
losing
one of the
money?
first things that
How much
changed.
money we
my-
lost?
Yeah.
We're, and so, the changes that we made on that, and with your, diligence of, your hard work with that, you turned that around.
You
And
guys are
it's-
stealing my thunder on the committee.
No, I'm sorry, be quiet. Just to acknowledge, I'll be quiet so you can do, but then, really, when we went from this to this, it's
Yeah,
been
it's really great.
that great. When I
Really
looked at that report, I was like, whoa, nice.
And remember what I said, people here, as far as operations goes, it's been a very busy committee. And I want to thank Alex Galway for her leadership on that. And so there were a lot of policies that went through there. I think some of the highlights, I believe the cell phone policy went through the operations committee, and that's a real highlight, I believe, for our district. First things we did this school year was to adopt distraction-free policy, it's called, but it's to put the cell phones and the devices into the lockers during the day. And I thought the board might be interested because I found this today. There was a statewide survey after this was done, and the survey actually asked 600 teachers from all across the state about what their thoughts were regarding the cell phone ban. 80% reported better student engagement. 76% said that there were improved classroom behaviors. And 60% said there was a decline in bullying. And I think a lot of that is related to social media and some of that kind of thing. So, and all of them said there was less policing and more teaching, meaning that teachers didn't have to fight with students to put their phones away because they could just focus on what was happening in the classroom and teaching their students. And also there was, of course, and we could have guessed this, right? Improved socialization, and students interacted with each other more in the hallways, just in general. And the consensus was that kids are being kids again. And so I believe what Dr. Morris has shared with the board, we've had similar results in bullying. So I just want to say thank you for that, because I think that's really good.
I want to just say this. I think that's a prime example of the teachers, the administrators, and the district being on the same page as far as producing a policy that benefits all of our children. And I think that's the way it needs to go.
Yes, I agree.
great.
I'm in a classroom, I see it every day. It's helpful, absolutely, no doubt about it.
Another thing to thank Alex for is live streaming.
Oh,
And she was persistent, didn't give up on it, and started out as soon as, I think it was in July, but by January, we had this live stream go up. And I think it's a major step forward in transparency and community engagement too, because the community can engage online. Then, obviously they can write us if they see something that they want to bring up. But I just want to say thank you for that too. And one of the things I'm excited about is your efforts with middle school students in sports. And I think getting more students engaged in sports is going to be very, very beneficial for the students and the school in general. So thank you for all that. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, thank you. March, we started the Code of Conduct review, and so everyone took part. You saw we had the hearing earlier tonight. And I want to thank Aubrey because she went above and beyond, went to the meetings and really provided a lot of valuable insights. So thank you for that. And I'm so excited about the change in the science curriculum and the new systems. I know that I think it's the McGraw Inspired that we chose for grades 6 through 8. Has a lot of hands-on activities, great content. I know Jen Kloss also worked very hard on this, and Jen Lehart. But I think that, again, you showed a real commitment, and there are good results from the curriculum committee. So thank you for that. And also, we're excited about the family-friendly report cards so that it's more understandable for parents and students. And I think that's a major step forward too. So thank you for that. And also the buildings and grounds, because there were a lot of exciting things that happened there. And I think it all culminated by, one of the crowning achievements was the naming of the Don Shola Memorial Athletic Facility. And when we started, I know you were looking at policies and what the district's policy was, and it needed to be updated.
It
so-
definitely did.
And so what you did was you went out and did a lot of research. And so I just want to say thank you to you because you did the extra work that it took to make sure that it happened. And just, and then you did other things like pesticide policies and things like that. So
Really important.
all the important things. And so thank you for doing that. And so I believe that there's a lot of things that the board wants to continue to do that we need to continue to work on. So this is a good start, but we've got a lot further to go. And I think that one of the things that everybody's interested in, I think it came out during the Code of Conduct hearing tonight, is that we need consistent enforcement of the Code of Conduct. We need to make sure that everybody is on the same page, whether it's parents and students, administrators, teachers, the board members, everyone needs to be, and community members, everyone needs to be on the same page for this to really work well. And so I want to thank everyone for your commitment on that. We need to, reduce bullying. One child bullied is one too many, as we know. So we need to continue to be aware of that. And we need to continue to improve our student test scores. Really, really critical issue. And I know people on the board are committed to it. I know people are working very hard in the schools to help our students advance the way that they should. We've got a lot of work to do in that area. And also attendance was referenced tonight a little bit, but we need to improve the attendance. Exactly. And so I think, but what's interesting is they're all kind of wrapped together, right? Like our students need to feel safe in order to learn, to attend. And so these are all big issues that we're going to continue to commit to as a board. Maybe I will be calling you for your insights on that. But I just want to give my heartfelt thanks because this is a lot of work to be able to be on the board. I know everyone. And that's my report.
Nice.
I would like to ask if it's possible to also, we have a few teachers who are here that we didn't get the opportunity to recognize them for tenure last meeting. And I want to make sure that we have an opportunity to do that tonight. And I know their administrator, Mr. Adriano, is here, and I want to give the opportunity for us to acknowledge and thank them for their time here in the district and congratulate them on achieving.
Absolutely.
Can I talk for a minute?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Scott Rosinski, he's an 8th grade technology teacher here at the high school. And I've known Scott for a really long time. Actually, he started as a cleaner here with us in 2011. Okay? He's a Olean High School graduate in 1996. So I think it's really important to know that he's been proving himself for the last 15 years. He did a few years as a cleaner, and then he moved up very quickly to our maintenance staff. He was actually the building maintainer here at the high school for years. And he got into conversations with people in the building. He saw what was going on with the teachers in the classroom and so on and so forth. And he just knew that that was what he wanted to do. Well, in my opinion, he has absolutely found the right profession. The kids in this building absolutely love him. If you are looking for a student and we can't find them, then we just have to look back to 2020, which is the 8th grade technology. But it doesn't matter how old the kids are. They could be juniors or seniors, and they're wanting to talk to Scott. And he also is very willing to help out when we need help. One of the major things he did to help me out, as well as us, I guess, is he took on as the National Honor Society advisor.
Yeah.
And what a wonderful job he has done with that. Our banquets have been great. He really expects a lot of our students who are part of the National Honor Society. He mentors them, he guides them. And he also started a soapbox derby club for us, which was kind of neat. And this year we tried it, but we're really going to be in good shape for next year. We're going to have music in the hallways here at the high school, and it really is, Scott is the one behind that. It's just going to be kind of background music of noise while kids are passing in the hallways. You can look on the research of that in high schools. It's absolutely amazing for the culture. But Scott Rosinski, being tenured here at the Olean High School is absolutely wonderful news to me, and hopefully it is to you guys too.
Absolutely.
Also our go-to DJ, isn't he?
Yes.
He coaches a couple things too.
Yeah.
So we can
because they were connected, so there's a button that we click to like call the different ones. It was also the same number of close to the speakers. So I kept doing that, so they finally got different speakers up, and I think they're gonna finally like have a separate sort of. They tried it a year with you.
All right, so the next one we're going to do, what are you doing, Jen? All right, so we're now going to recognize Cindy Rose. Jen Mahar is going to let us know some wonderful things about Cindy Rose as we approve her for tenure. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. So Cindy has joined us 2 years back as our family engagement counselor for the district. Some of the initial things that she started was to make sure that we were expanding our welcome and our orientations for students as they enter new buildings. So starting with 8th grade and building out the opportunities there, so families and students get a chance to see the space and ask questions and get acquainted with what their new life at the high school will be like. Gradually that added into 4th grade and having a 4th grade orientation. And now we've worked on pre-K and kindergarten orientations and different opportunities there for families to experience those. And Cindy has been helpful working with all of the different building administrators and teams as they design those and set up those special events and things of that nature. Also, in addition to all of the students coming in brand new to the district, not just switching buildings, so new student orientation at pre-K and kindergarten. We've last summer started a new student registration day during the summer. So again, not waiting till the right before we start the day in the classrooms, but bringing students in as soon as we're able to, and thinking about, okay, what do they need to know? What do they need to have access to for resources? who do they need to talk to about busing and about other things that will help them get acquainted, and just being a resource then for the families if they have questions in and around those things that help them get into and comfortable with their time with us in Olean. Another aspect is thinking community outreach or family outreach and how community partners play a role with that. Cindy was instrumental in working out all of the logistics and set up for our dental clinic, which we've now done 2 years in a row. So our dental clinic at each of the buildings, as well as thinking about things like our backpack program, the Feed More of Western New York program. Cindy is instrumental in organizing at Eastview, Washington West, and now Boynes, and where we'll continue to potentially see that grow in the future, as well as programs like Access VR and other aspects that we continue to want to grow into the programs. We're currently under development with mobile vaccination clinic opportunities and other things that we'd really like to bring forward. So Cindy has been minds on with all those community partners, tying in some connections to help us think in new ways of how we can partner and really help them to think about what that experience is then for families, so that when they're with us, they feel supported and connected, and we'll continue to grow in those areas. So we appreciate all of
Great
Cindy's
asset,
help.
yeah.
Congratulations.
No.
All right, those are the only 2 tenured teachers we have.
Okay,
Thank you.
congratulations.
That's
Yeah,
great.
we're thrilled. Oops, uh-oh. Oh, you know who I am.
But where went?
Okay, that brings us up to number 8, discussion items that are not in this time. So we're at number 9, committee chair report. So we'll start with health and safety.
She didn't look at me.
I was there.
Oh, no.
I could talk about it, but
It was admittedly a blur, but yes, I was there. So we talked about 2 things at the health and safety meeting. The first thing that we talked about is we now are beginning to, in earnest, do our development of our district-wide safety plan. And what that entails is first the health and safety team looks at the district-wide safety plan. They have about 2 months to take a look at that. Then we send it out to our entire district-wide team so that everyone gets an opportunity to put their eyes on the plan and give us any type of feedback. I often let people know that if there are different chains of command or different ways that we can report incidents, to let me know so that we can update that in there. But I think we're in pretty good shape. A new addition this year is an addition of the a cover page that's just kind of encapsulating some of the changes that we're putting into the code of conduct. I mean, not the code of conduct, the safety plan for the annual review. And then just like with this, we do a public hearing that will happen in August for about 6 weeks preceding that, which exceeds the state mandatory minimum requirement. We will open up the district-wide safety plan for community feedback as well. So we go through a 3-stage process just to make sure that everyone is familiar that we have a district-wide safety plan, that everyone gets an opportunity to provide any type of feedback to the district-wide safety plan. And also we open it up to the community. And we also ask if anyone wants to come to the actual public hearing, that they can come as well and give us feedback. You can also provide electronic feedback. We gave an email address for feedback. We gave a phone number for feedback, and you can also send it here. There's plenty of ways to give us feedback on our district-wide safety plan. However, we will have that, and then we present it to the board that evening for approval as well, just so that we can make our statutory requirements. So we talked about that process and how we go about that. We talked also very generally about the building does a parallel but similar process, but they do that building wide. And that process is building specific and it is confidential to that building, but it is shared with the partners that we are required to share by law. So we talked about that. There weren't very many questions about that. And then we also talked about, Lauren at that time was going to let everybody know that we were gonna be talking about the code of conduct, and we've done that. So, it was very, good to be able to kind of talk about the two major safety items that we wanted to consider for the end of the school year. And we will be taking this road forward and going and talking about, some of this work as the beginning of the school year comes upon us. One thing that was also introduced at Health and Safety was the discussion, as you just mentioned, with Cindy Rhodes, was about a mobile medical unit. So there was the discussion about how that would be instigated here in the district. So I think it was a very to the point meeting, and those were the core items that we discussed.
Great, thank you. Audit and finance.
All right, so as we talked about a little bit ago, the first thing we discussed was the cafeteria profit and loss. And I remember when I got on 3 years ago, it was a hot topic because we were transitioning from outsourcing to bringing it back to us. And ever since then, it's been a huge difference. For instance, this year, we essentially tripled what it was 3 years ago in terms of profit, hundreds of thousands of dollars versus losing that. And I know we have another big expense, but even with that coming up, like it's still going to be, over $100,000 profit compared to, again, losing hundreds of thousands. So the next thing we talked about was the cash flow projection. And as I'm sure the constituents in Olean would like to see, that we have more revenues than expenses, which is a good thing to have. Now, the third one, and that gets all nitty gritty, and it's a lot of numbers, but what it takes out, Jenny, again, does a really good job doing that, and keeps it really close to what a projection should be, honestly. Like, it's actually pretty impressive. The third thing was the GASB 75 report, and again, it's kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a projection type of thing, and it's not the most informative, but basically it looks at the liabilities for what we call OPEB or OPEB or other post-employment benefits, and it's kind of something that we have to do, but it doesn't really tell us much.
Actuarial assumptions.
Yeah, assumptions, yeah. And then the next thing was the summer transportation contracts, and the one that we looked at was for what Portville will be doing for us throughout the summer, and it doesn't include BOCES, but again, it talks about just all the bus runs that Portville will be doing. I think the last one, which was the reserve plan, and basically there's a bunch of different reserve plans that you can choose if you have excess money where you would like to put it. And we kind of talked about three that would make the most sense. So our recommendations would be to increase the TRS, potentially up to $300,000. And again, that doesn't mean all of that would go to that. It's just the potential to do so if we wanted. Same thing with the capital reserve, and then the vehicle reserve, obviously with buses and the cost of all that stuff, like just putting that there, if we were to have that excess, I think makes a lot of sense as we kind of discussed.
Yes.
That was it.
The importance of that is giving the district the most flexibility to put it
Exactly.
where we need to put it. If we only vote for a low amount, that's the only amount you can put in. So giving it the maximum options possible.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'd see a big number as an option, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen. But it at least gives you flexibility so you're not handcuffed later on if there's mandates and stuff like, or something goes awry.
Fun fact, we've been able to invest $2.5 million into new equipment in our cafeteria.
That's what I mean.
In
With
the
a
last 5 years, with
Yeah.
maintaining it.
Yeah.
So,
Needed, so that was.
yeah, well needed.
And we did receive an increase in state aid.
Yep.
Yep. Too late for us to put it in the budget.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're getting the funding, so.
Yeah.
Great, thank you, Kevin. Operations, Alex.
Yes, so we met yesterday. The main topic was discussing the 26-27 code of conduct that Lauren was able to present earlier today for everybody. My main takeaway was the one pager. I thought that was a really good idea to keep it so it didn't seem like it was like a run-on presentation of what changes were made, and nobody remembers what happened last year. So just being able to put it on a one pager that kind of showcases the hard work that the committee, and that committee was was encapsulated everybody. So I thought that was really helpful this year. And I just appreciated the amount of effort that people put into the code of conduct, that being our main, one of our main objectives this year. So I appreciated that from Lauren. And then our second thing was the approving, tonight we're going to be approving some Connecting Communities and Action contracts with some homeschool liaisons with the elementary position and then a middle and high school position. So we'll be approving that tonight, but it's just for next year to keep strengthening the community engagement and the family engagement for the homeschool people. So just send my appreciation for chair of operations. I learned a ton. I think, yes, the live stream was one of the biggest accomplishments we had, but there are so many other little ones that I learned so much about, especially making policies, researching policies, what other schools do, and just where the direction that that's going, just having to do with the youth sports in particular. I think that's headed in a really great direction. And I think the more we can give families, the better. And keeping kids engaged is most important to keep them out of bad situations, bad decisions. And I think that's the operations committee is headed in the right direction. So I appreciate the responsibility of being on the chair. So I take that responsibility very seriously. And no, I think I learned a lot, and I appreciate everything that we did this year.
Fantastic, thanks, Alex. Great. So that brings us up to the consent agenda and motion.
So,
Mary makes a motion, do you have a second? Second, Betty seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to make an amendment to the new business section of the agenda.
Okay.
I'd like to add an MOA from the OTA regarding there was a coaching stipend that needs to be retroactively adjusted. And because it's a retroactive adjustment, we had to come up with an MOA, or memorandum of agreement between the OTA and the district so that we can provide that difference in stipend to the member.
Is it much of a difference?
It was about $6,000.
So do we need a motion for that?
Yes, I can't make the motion.
I'll make a motion to,
It's just the motion to amend right now.
Just to
Motion to
amend.
amend. So Julio makes a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Renee seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. So now we're on item, under new business. Item A, appointment of ex officio BOE members for 26-27.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, so Julio makes a motion, do we have a second? Second. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And so we're excited to have Lena Chaudhry and Simran Shahal as new board members, and they'll be coming in during the summer, right?
They'll come and do their training in the summer, but they will be sworn in September.
In September. So we look forward to that. Yeah. Very good. Item B, Code of Conduct 25-27 26. So we need a motion to accept the code of conduct. Betty makes a motion.
I'll second.
Aubrey seconds. Discussion?
For discussion, I'd just like to ask that this reflects the 26-27 code of conduct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did I read it wrong?
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 26, 27. Yeah, very good catch. So, you know, I did, again, just want to thank the committee because a lot of people took part. So it's always a work in progress, and I'm sure that this coming year, we'll make additional changes. And the point about artificial intelligence, we used to see this in Albany, but a lot of times the law had to catch up with technology. And this is, I think, one of those instances where it's artificial intelligence is evolving very quickly, and so it's going to take a sustained effort, I believe, by the board and the district, you know, everyone involved to make sure that our policies reflect what's actually happening. So it was a good, I thought, beginning discussion tonight, and we'll continue to work on that. But yeah, so any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C, OASA contract for 26 through 2030. And so this is the funding and ratification of the terms negotiated between the district and the Olean Administrators / Supervisory Association, OASA, as provided in the ratification agreement summary. The collective bargaining agreement will be effective July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2030. And so do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Renee makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mary seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item D, approve the Board of Education meeting schedule for 26, 27. So you'll see it's pretty lengthy there. You're gonna miss that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I got this one.
Yes.
Kevin's good.
But it outlines all of the regular Board of Education meetings for this coming year. And so do we have a motion to accept that?
I got that one.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Alex seconds. Discussion.
We dress up like Star Wars characters on May the 4th.
Absolutely.
Jeepers.
Just for you.
Just for you. May the 4th be with you. And also with you.
Is Eastview's elevator scheduled to be done, so I can come to one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you an engraved invitation.
Yeah, we're gonna come. I enjoyed riding the elevator with you there.
It was high quarters.
Very tight. You're gonna do the ribbon cutting for us since you did the video.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Famous last words.
I'll be back.
So any other discussion? I note that the September meeting is kind of late on the 22nd, but it's because school starts so late this year on September 8th, yeah, because of Labor Day.
Yep.
So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, item E, approve the technology plan. Do we have a motion?
Motion. And I'll second.
Renee makes a motion, Mary seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item F, approve the OTA Appendix B revisions. So this is regarding extracurricular activity schedule of the OTA contract. So, yes.
Yes, so when we negotiated the contract last year, one of the things we committed to do was to take a more focused look at Appendix B and make sure that it was updated in conjunction with committees that were compiled just to look at specific elements of the appendix. So we did that this year, and we compiled this Appendix B, which is reflective of that information. negotiation. So we looked at clubs, we whittled down some of the excess clubs that were listed. We looked at the percentages that are used to calculate a lot of the stipends. And we negotiated all of that, and that was some of the outgoing work that we committed to do this year as an outcome of the OTA contract negotiation in 2026.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion.
So Armin makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll
Yep.
second.
Oh, Kevin seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, item G, approved summer transportation contracts. And this is pretty standard. It's to
That's what I was talking about.
drive to Portville Central School Districts.
I'll
And
motion.
for the period of July 6, 2026 to August 19, 2026. You want to make the motion?
Yes,
Kevin?
ma'am.
Okay. What's the second?
I'll second.
30 seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item H, surplus item maintenance. So this is a Bobcat 3650 UTV with plow, sander, and broom. 1,119.5 hours used, 6,521 miles sold as is. So this is kind of reached the end of its life for the district, but it may have a new life.
That's right.
So, so it gets repurposed, right? So do we have a motion?
I'll make.
Patty makes a motion, Aubrey second.
Yeah.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item I, reserve plan. So this is to accept the district reserve plan dated June 23rd, 2026, and that the excess general fund revenues over expenditures for the 26-27 school year exceeding the 4% limit be transferred to the TRS reserve fund, the employee benefit accrued liability reserve, and the capital reserve fund. So this is what Kevin also was referencing during his committee report. So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Maria makes a motion. Second. Renee seconds. So discussion, do people have questions? I think that Jenny has a very helpful chart put together on all the different reserve funds that if board members would like, I'm sure Jenny would send it out to you.
Just a one-page summary, it's really nice.
It is, it's really good to look at.
Isn't Marion correct?
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. This is the wonderful GASB 75 report that Kevin also was speaking of, and it's just more of a projection, and I don't know if anybody, it is to accept the GASB 75 actuarial variation report for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026. So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Renee makes a motion. Alex?
Yep.
Alex seconds. Okay. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item K, accept the internal audit and action plan for 2024-25. And so we would accept the final reports from Bufamonte, Whipple, and Butterfaro for the student activities testing internal controls audit and risk assessment, along with the corresponding corrective action plan for the 24-25 school year.
So moved.
So Kevin makes a motion,
Second.
Renee seconds. Discussion?
Well, can you just explain, okay, so this was, we're accepting it when it was done for the year, a couple years ago.
Yeah, for 24-25.
Okay.
So you actually already approved it in February, however, the state kicked it back because in the board motion, we didn't actually, we just said that you are accepting the report from them.
Oh,
The board motion has to specifically identify that you're accepting the report and the corrective action plan, which is embedded within there.
okay, all right,
So
okay, thank you
that's-
for
yeah,
just
that's
explaining.
why.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I just.
No,
was
it- yeah.
So
Okay.
student activities are a little
Well,
hard
student
to
activities
monitor.
are always a challenge, no doubt about it or whatever, but I didn't realize that
Yeah.
they were very specific
Yeah.
about what the motion.
This year they were.
Okay, there we go. Well, didn't want to make them happy. Yes.
So, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item L, approve connecting communities in action contracts.
I'll take that one.
Okay, so Alex makes a motion,
I'll second.
Aubrey seconds. So it's to provide a homeschool liaison for the 26-27 school year. So all those in favor, for any discussion, any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Item M, approve the ESI contract. So this is the contract between the district and ESI group for the period of July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027 for the Employee Assistance Program, which is very important. So it's, the cost is $12,080.25, $26.55 per year per employee, and I think it's a really good investment.
A lot of benefits to that, for sure.
So do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mary makes a motion. Debbie seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item N, approve the Learn Well contract for 26-27. So this is an agreement between the district and Learn Well. And this is actually tutoring for students who are receiving mental health services. Again, a very important endeavor within the district. So do we have a motion? Make a motion? Renee makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mary seconds. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
So I'd
So,
like to introduce that MOA.
yeah,
Yes, please.
I could either read all of the whereases or I can just describe the content of the MOA. The MOA is between the district and the MTA, and it is to provide to a member who has 11 years of service, a coach in the district, that there were 3 years of coaching basketball that were not credited as continuous years of service in determining the stipend amount. So the district desires to consider those years towards the coaching stipend, and we are therefore agreeing to the following. The district will pay a one-time lump sum in the amount of $5,329 as the stipend. The stipend will be paid by separate check on or before June 30th, 2026, with applicable taxes and withholdings applied. It is a one-time payment, and nothing in this agreement shall establish a past practice or precedent for future dealings between or among the parties. And no aspect or present or future of the parties' CBA are affected by this agreement unless specifically cited herein. And also, this agreement is therefore contingent on board approval.
you like to make the motion? Betty makes a motion.
Second.
Kevin seconds. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
Kathy.
Yes.
We need to go back to the reserve plan. I just noticed a typo. It says TRS and employee benefit reserve and the capital reserve fund. It should be TRS.
Capital vehicle reserve.
Oh, that's right.
And then capital reserve.
Yes.
So the employee benefit accrued liability reserve should be capital vehicle reserve.
Okay, so,
And that's what
You
Kevin
can
had
say
referred
that.
to.
so do we need to withdraw the vote and redo it?
Make the amendment.
I'll make a motion to amend.
Okay, so Renee makes a motion to
Now, I'll
amend,
second that.
and Mary seconds, and exactly what are we putting in? The
Capital vehicle
capital vehicle reserve fund.
And capital reserve funds.
Yeah, the
It's in
second
there.
one is.
Capital reserve fund is already there,
Yeah.
TRS is already there, we just need to
Capital
take
vehicle.
out employee benefit accrued liability and add in capital vehicle.
Okay,
I think we just copied and pasted the wording from last year.
that's a good catch. Good catch. Okay, all those in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
So do we have to vote?
Just
No, I think just an amendment. So we have an agenda. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion?
Nate makes a motion. I'll second. Audrey seconds. Discussion?
Hey Kathy, I just had a question about, didn't we table, Tracy Spears's,
Yeah.
And did we ever come to an agreement on that?
Second, Morris, you want to-
For Tracy Spears?
For her, replacement?
Rebecca.
Oh, yes, I had tabled it to this meeting and now we are placing it on the agenda for vote.
Okay,
So do we have to?
we didn't have to discuss anything else to do with that?
No, we did not.
We don't have to take it off the table.
Oh, yes, we do have to take it off the table. You're right. We do need to take it off the table, but it is now on the agenda for vote. There's no,
No changes.
there's no changes to it.
So would a motion need to be made to take it off?
So we need to make a motion to table the original appointment, which was for the reading teacher appointment, off the table and place it on the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
So Leah makes a motion. I'll second it. Renee seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'm opposed. Okay. So now we're back to the consent agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. The approved summer school appointments, or wait, no, that's still. On. Is this separate one? Oh, that's a separate one, yeah. It's confusing when you have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we do have to do item B, approved summer school appointments.
I'll make a motion.
So Alex makes a motion, Renee seconds, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item C, approve the 26-27 extracurricular personnel assignments. And you can see there's a whole bunch of them. Betty makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Bobby seconds. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
We have an extension.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, Betty, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I was that one.
So Betty abstains.
I abstain.
Oh, your name in there.
Figured he had to be on that list.
Right,
Two or three. I didn't think about that either, but Betty, so there you go.
I wasn't looking at that.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'll make the motion.
She
Okay,
can make
yeah.
the motion, right?
Yeah.
She's
Oh, okay.
making the motion, she just can't vote on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's all right. You're good.
Yeah, no. Okay, so that kind of wraps up a lot of the policy and personnel. Informational meetings, upcoming meetings. The board's reorganizational meeting will be held on July 21st at 6:30 p.m. Education Conference Room. And the regular board meeting will immediately follow right here. Don't move anywhere, so. Any questions on that? I know Jackie spent a lot of time chasing people around, I think, to try to come up.
we needed a date.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July, you don't have to worry about trying to be back here for that.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay, so executive session, we do have the need for an executive session tonight, and it's for items 4 and 6.
And I would like to also add number 3.
Okay.
Is anybody being invited?
Jenny Bellata.
Okay, so we have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Audrey makes a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mary seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Will there be any action
I don't think any voting necessarily.
When we come out, will it be any?
Oh, any action afterward? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Appreciate it.
Okay, I have one thing to do before I leave. Thank you, Ava.
Good luck.
Yes.
Yes.
We know who you are now, morning.
Sorry, guys.
Did you?